Hi students, I hope that you are doing well. In this video lecture, I am going to talk about building blocks of computer. In these building blocks, we are divided into again two categories, two classifications. First one is the combinational blocks, second one is the sequential blocks. This one is my sixth video lecture. So here, I am going to talk about gates, multiplexers, decoders, encoders. You will see logic gates. Logic gates are the basic building blocks of any digital system. It is an electronic circuit having one or more than one input and only one output. The relationship between the input and the output is based on a certain logic. Based on this, logic gates are named as AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate, and etc. What it really talks about, especially in digital system, it is an electronic circuit having one or more than one input and only one output. Here we will see gates are helping to generate the logics. So it will take the input and it will give the output based on what kind of input it takes, and it will give the output based on the input. So here, when you want to perform the different operations, so based on the input, you will get the output. So all of you know about the true, true, false, false, true, false, and false, true. It's the truth table that you have studied in discrete mathematics. So of course, you may not study about here. You are going to study about the discrete mathematics in a forthcoming higher studies. So we will see logic gates simply. You will give the input, that means system will generate the one input, and based on that input it will give the output. So output depends on the input, so it will logically will change the input now output, how it performs different output operations based on the input. We will see simple thing. Logic gates are, it will take the input and will give the output logically. So logically, logic operations are different. So already we studied in your first year, I think so. Logic operations are OR operation, AND operation, implies, by implies. So here actually true and true, it gives the output true. True, false, it gives the, if you follow the AND operation, true, false, it gives the output false only. The same operation, if you want to use the OR operator, true, false will give the true. So based on the operations, the output will change. So like this, we are following the different gates. So we are giving the two inputs. Based on the two inputs, we will get the one output. So input 1 and input 2, if you perform the true and true both sides, you will get the output also true. The same manner, if you are using the OR operation, that means OR gate, they were giving one side true and second side false. So ultimate result of that is true only, because OR gate. This type of operations we will perform using of the different gates in computer organization and architecture. So gates are the one of the building blocks in the computers. First we will see about AND gate. What is the AND gate? A circuit which performs an AND operation is known as a figure. It has n input, n greater than or equal to, and one output. So look at here diagram. This is the logic diagram. This is the AND gate. So AND gate A, B, both are the input. Y is the output. The truth table that if you observed here, inputs and output. Take the, I already said, you are giving the two inputs both side and get the one output. So AND gate, it has its own truth table. Look at here. A, B are the both sides that you are giving the inputs. Y is the output. If you give the input, what type of output you will get, it depends on your input only. If you, for example, A, B, both are the inputs, what is the output from that you will get from the A, B? 0, 0. Both sides are 0, 0. One side and second side 0, 0. The output automatically 0. 0, 1. Again 0. 1, 0. Again 0. 1, 1. Now we will get the output 1. So instead of 0, you can put here true. 0 means you can put T or F also. First of all, 0, 0 means F, F. Then automatically answer is F. If you put the FT, answer is F only. If you put the TF, the answer is F only. If you put the TT, then only you will get the T. So here, instead of 0, you can put any symbol. Where output is the same, that is, when both sides are true or when the both sides are the same input, you will get the same output. That is actually says about AND gate. Let's talk about OR gate. So what you are observing on here, that is a OR gate. So the AND gate diagram is different. Just observe here. AND gate diagram is different. OR gate diagram. OR gate diagram little bit variation is there compared to the AND gate. AND gate and OR gate both are different diagram wise as well as truth table also. Here look at the same manner we are observing. Two inputs you are giving. You are using the OR operator here. Plus is the OR operator. So we are giving two inputs. So here, one side A, second side B, both are the input A and B that we can observe here. The A and B both are inputs. Okay, that you can observe. Output is Y. So both side A 0, B 0, then answer is 0. The output is 0. A 0, B 1, answer is 1. And A 1, B 0, answer is 1. And A 1, B 1, answer is 1. So this is quite opposite to AND operation, AND gate. AND gate, both sides are same input, you will get the same output. So at A or at B, whether A or B both are different, then the output will 0. So if you want to get the output from that same output from the truth table, both sides should be same. But OR gate is totally different. Both side having different output, different inputs, will get the truth output. Look at here. A, B are both inputs. 0, 0. Answer 0. 0, 1, 1. 1, 0, 1. 1, 1, 1. So just you are following the truth table. One side is true, the output is true. That's enough. If both sides are false, then output only false. That means both sides are 0, then output only 0. Here, either one side is true, then automatically output will be true. It is OR gate. But in AND gate, both sides should be true, then only will get the true. Otherwise, the output is 0. What is the difference between the AND gate and the OR gate? and we follow the NOT gate. Simple NOT gate, we can say that negation. All of you, negation means false to for negation negative, 0 for negation 1, 1 for 1 negation 0. Simple. Yes, you should say no. If no, you would say yes. That is called negation. That is called NOT gate. So we can say that inverse also, inverter. We can say it as a inverter also. That means simply, if you say yes, if you say no, it is say no. If you say no, it is say yes. Just take, this is the diagram for the inverter or negation. You can say negation or inverter. Negator or inverter means, negation or inverter means simply opposite of the input. Opposite of the input. If input is 0, we will get the output 1. If input 1, we will get the output 0. This is called NOT gate. Then NAND gate. NAND gate. So this is NAND gate. So NOT and operation is known as NAND operation. Here AND plus NOT. What is a NAND? Simple. N means NOT. AND means AND gate. So both combined together, NOT and operations combinedly called as NAND. Okay, NAND operations. So here two gates are mixing together. One is NOT, second one is AND. Both are mixing together. Then it form a NAND gate. So this is the truth table for NAND gate. 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 0 1 1 1 0. Which we have to observe. This is the truth table of the NAND gate. And then NOR gate. So NOR gate is simple, just adding the NOT plus OR. That we have seen AND gate and AND truth table and AND diagram. Then we have seen OR gate diagram, OR gate truth table, then NOT gate, then NAND and NOR. So NAND is the combination of NOT gate plus AND gate. So next NOR is the combination of NOT gate plus OR gate. This is the truth table of the NOR gate. Okay. So inputs A and B, 0 0, answer is 0, 0 1 0, 1 0 0, 1 1 0. So this is one more gate, that is XOR gate. So XOR or XOR, XOR gate or XOR gate is a special type of gate. It can be used in the half adder, full adder and subtractor. The exclusive OR gate is abbreviated as XOR gate or sometimes as XOR gate. It has inputs and get than equal to and one output. Logic diagram is AB, answer Y. So here XOR or XOR. So both are same. Okay, where we are using the XOR gate, simple, full adders, half adders and subtractors. So that we are using this XOR gate. So till now we discussed regarding OR gate, AND gate, NOT gate, XOR gate, NAND gate and NOR gate. These are the gates that you are using in computer organizational architecture. Okay, for logical circuits, where computer inside of the circuit, many logical circuits are there. So generating the signals, generating some operations, arithmetic operation, logical operations. So we are using the logical gates. Okay, logical operations for logical gates. So now I am going to explain about multiplexers. So multiplexer is a special type of combination circuit. There are n data inputs, one output and m select inputs with 2m equal to n. It is a digital circuit which selects one of the n data inputs and routes into the output. The selection of one of them n input is done by the selected inputs. Depending on the digital code applied, so why actually we are using multiplexers? So multiplexers of multiplexer of inputs has a select lines which are used to select which inputs line to send to the output. So I will explain clearly. Multiplexers are mainly used to increase the amount of data that can be sent over the network within a certain amount of time and bandwidth. So many applications are there, especially look at here. So applications of multiplexers. Why we are studying about multiplexers? So multiplexer taking the multiple inputs and giving the one output. So I will show the diagram. Look at here. This is the multiplexer. Okay. It is take data input. It's taking the multiple inputs. Okay, and giving only one output. So multiple inputs taking and giving the one output. So where we are using these multiplexers? We are using these multiplexers various fields. Multi data needed to transform using a single line. Following are some of the applications of multiplexers. So communication system you are using multiplexer. Telephone network you are using multiplexer. Computer memory you are using multiplexer. Transmission from the computer system of a satellite. So communication purpose we are using multiplexers. Okay, communication purpose we are using multiplexers. So for example, just look at here. Multiplexer using for communication on different areas: networking, telephone networking, communication system, computer memory. Okay, these are the applications of the multiplexers. So how you are using? It will take the multiple inputs and gives the one output. How? For example, so multiple data need to be transmitted. Okay, multiple data. Just take the audio data is there, video data is there. So this is a multiple data. So when you are some person giving the speech, okay, some person giving the speech, audio at the video same time you have to transmit it. So some are watching live show. It may be internet. It may be in a television. So in that time we have to transmit the data simultaneously, multiple data. That means, so at the same time we have to transmit audio, at the same time we have to transmit video. So multiple data you want to transmit it. How can you transmit it? So the source should be accept the multiple inputs and it should give the one output. That is called communication purpose. We are using the multiplexers. Okay. Telephone network, you are using the multiplexers. Computer memory, you are using the multiplexers. Okay, so these are the applications of multiplexers. Especially multiplexer will take the multiple inputs and will give the one output. This is the diagram of the multiplexer. So multiplexers come in multiple variations. So 2:2 multiplexer and 4:1 multiplexer, 16:1 multiplexer, 2:1 multiplexer means what? It can take the 2 inputs and it can give the 1 output. It can take the 4 outputs and give the 1 output. It can take the 16 inputs and it will give the 1 multiplex, 1 output. It will take the 32 inputs and it will give the 1 output. This is the number of inputs that what we have seen in left side on this diagram. That is the number of inputs and the right side is the number of output. So in a multiplexer the output will be only 1, but we will take the up to 32 inputs. That is the specialty of the multiplexer. I hope you understand what is the multiplexer. So just take the demultiplexers. Demultiplexer performs the reverse operations of a multiplexer. It's simple. So actually a demultiplexer is quite reverse of multiplexer. What multiplexer will do, quite oppositely demultiplexer will do. Okay, so simple. Multiplexer will take the multiple inputs and it will give the one output. So demultiplexer means it will take the multiple, okay, it will take the single input and it will give the multiple outputs. So try to understand here. Multiplexer will give one output only, but it will take multiple inputs. Demultiplexer, it will take the only one single input, but it can give multiple outputs. Quite opposite of the multiplexer. Multiplexer, it will take the multiple inputs and it will give only one output. But demultiplexer, it will take the only one input and it will give the multiple outputs. Simple thing. Okay? If it is multiplexer, multiple inputs, one output. If it is a demultiplexer, single input, multiple outputs. So where you are using the, just look at here, examples, look at here. Previous diagram, I mentioned left side 2, 4, 16, 32. So 2 inputs, 4 inputs, 32 inputs. But here quite opposite. Here we are taking left side only one input, but outputs are 2 times. It will give the 2 outputs. At the same time, it will give the 4. 1:4 demultiplexer will give the 4 outputs. 1:16 demultiplexer will give the 16 outputs. 1:32 demultiplexer will give the 32 outputs. Okay, so quite simple opposite. So this is about the demultiplexer. Demultiplexer will take the one input and it will give the multiple outputs. Where we are using the demultiplexer? Simple. Before going to talk about the decoder, we use the demultiplexer. So communication system, arithmetic logic units, serial to parallel converter. So communication system, arithmetic logic units in a computer, and serial to parallel converter. Serial means it's a one, parallel means multi, many at the same time. So when you are doing this type of operations, we will use the demultiplexer. So these are the variations. 1:2 demultiplexer, 1:4 demultiplexer. So now I am going to talk about. So before going to talk about the decoder, I want to explain about encoder. So what you are looking here, what you are looking on this monitor, that is the encoder. Okay, this is encoder. So encoder is a device. Okay, it is like a device. And transducer, we can say it a transducer, or you can say it's circuit. All of you know about the circuit, no? Circuits, all of you know about the circuits. So encoder is a device or a circuit. So encoder will convert the information one form to another form. So simply we are using the encoders for what? To converting the data one form to another form. So simply, why we are using the encoder? For simple one purpose, to converting data one form to another form. We will see in detailed manner in our forthcoming classes. Just to understand this one, encoder is a device or it is a circuit. It helps us to convert data one form to another form. Okay, remember this. And where we will use these encoders? We will use these encoders, priority encoders, decimal to BCD encoder, octal to binary encoder, hexadecimal to binary encoder. So if you observe one thing, I already said encoders we are using for one purpose, that is to convert data one form to another form. So in my previous lecture, I discussed regarding information data in a computers. Simply I explained how binary data converting in decimal, how decimal converting to binary, how octal converting to decimal, how decimal converting to octal. So base 10 is a decimal numbers, base 2 is a binary numbers. So computer can understand only binary numbers, that are 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. But human can understand decimal numbers, that is 10, 20, 21, 23. This is the decimal numbers. But so how computer understands decimal numbers because in between encoder helping to convert one form to another form. That is decimal to binary, binary to decimal, octal to binary, binary to octal, hexadecimal to binary. So here one form to another form data is converting. This process will done by the encoder. Okay, this is about actual function of the encoder. Now I am going to talk about finally decoder. Then I will wind up this video lecture. So decoder simply the reverse process of encoder. What is the encoder doing? The quite opposite decoder will do. Decoder will be do. So look at here. Simple. This is also converting. This is also converting. Just simple. How encoder is doing, quite opposite decoder will do. So already we discussed regarding multiplexer and demultiplexer. What's the multiplexer will do? The quite opposite will demultiplexer will do. The same way here also, what's the encoder will do? Decoder quite opposite it will do. So code converters, BCD 7 segment decoders, Nixie tube decoders, relay actuators. So these are the decoders. And elaborate decoder, it is a digital electronics. So decoder is a circuit same as encoder, used to change the code into a set of signals. So decoder used to change the code into a set of signals. So simply why we call as a decoder, simply it has the reverse of the encoding. It has the reverse of the encoding. That's why it's called as a decoder. So decoder, encoder, both are quite opposite. So decoder will do the converting the data into code into a signals. It is quite a reverse of encoder. So where you are using the decoder? So I already mentioned here. I hope that you understand this clearly. So till now we discussed about gates and multiplexers, decoders and encoders. So thank you for listening. Thank you so much.